so stupid. He probably just sent the stupidest condolences, like, yeah, bro, sorry for mom, and you know I'm here for you, bro, whatever you need. That's just like something stupid. Instead of giving a nigga some wisdom or something real, you probably just saying some crazy stuff on the phone, which is you still genuine, you know what I'm saying? But you probably said something like that, and then you come right back 2-3 weeks later, like, yo, let me get this on. Instead of, you know, like doing the whole real procedure, calling a nigga every single day, just figuring it out, getting with a nigga, like, hey, where you at? I'm gonna get on the plane and come chill with you, bro. Like, you using the fact that you Drake as a weapon now, and that nigga just not feeling that right now, you know? Right.
It was only a matter of time, wasn't it? It was only a matter of time before we got tapes, not only about Young Thug speaking in regards to someone like Drake, right? But also in regards to Future. Now, the Future one is, let's get that out of the way. He just pretty much said Future should spend more time with his kids instead of chasing after women. I think we can all get behind that message. But however, kind of like this one with Drake, the problem with it is not necessarily more so what you're saying. It's the fact that it's going to come off later on the tape like gossiping. It's not like you're talking to Metro himself or Drake himself. You know, you're not giving these people the advice directly. Now, what's interesting about the Metro Boomin Drake stuff is this kind of gives us a little bit of insight into why the Great Rap Shinobi's Wars kicked off the way it kicked off, right? With Kendrick Lamar jumping on like that, with Metro Boomin and Future getting off, you know, their We Don't Trust You tape that had a few projects, 1 and 2, that had, you know, a few of Drake's ops in there. Now, the Future thing, that might be just a woman, but it looks like the Metro Boomin situation was, you know, more so involving Metro probably not liking how Drake maybe didn't let him grieve properly or didn't assist in grieving when he lost his mother. The thing I'll tell y'all about grief is weird. Like, you can feel like Drake didn't, you know, wasn't wrong, or you can feel any of these things. You can think Drake was moving business as usual. You can think Metro Boomin wasn't wrong. You can think a lot, but let me tell you about grief, dog. Grief. Okay, so let's be a little delicate with this one, and let's talk about what Thug was actually saying. At the end of the day, that's how Thug would have rather handled it as an Atlanta guy, you know, with Metro. He would have hung out with him every day. He would have checked on him every day. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's Thug's style on how he gives support. This entertainment industry is crazy, and then y'all start remembering people have personal lives, real personal relationships. So, you know, when people take offense to things, it is what it is. Now, the other thing I thought was funny, though, was when Thug was like, Drake should be on the phone with the president trying to get him out. And I'm like, well, I know his dad's American, so technically he should have an American citizenship, but Drake's more so relationships and connections are with Canada. If he was locked up in Canada, Thug, I would understand. But now, finally, the last thing is, I do remember when Joe Budden had brought this up, and some people pushed back on Joe Budden. Actually, I'll roll the clip for you.
Talking shit about fucking, hey, but this nigga's mom died. Hey, all that's cool, but where my beat at, nigga? I don't give a fuck that your mom died. Dog, this nigga's been a sack of shit behind the scenes.
So, yeah, that's apparently what Joe Budden also had heard. Now, obviously, the two people involved in this, I would love to hear their side of the story and how it went down, what you took offense to, what you took offense to. But let's just say a general rule, okay? If you two people have a working relationship and someone passes, just because grief is weird, I personally will let the other person take their time to get things going. Capitalism or not, working or not. That is my general rule, because grief is weird. You may not feel like that about grief. You may want to get back to work, but then people go and interpret what you're saying the wrong way and take offense to it. Metro might need some more time. So all of this shit is human relationships. These two tapes about Future and Drake, to me, aren't necessarily the worst things that happened for Young Thug, because he comes off more like, you know, the captain that used to be out here calling the plays and like, this the right thing to do. I think it's the gossiping aspect that makes it worse. But yesterday's tape, though, with the leaks of him dissing, calling Gunna a rat, the video, and, you know, the Glorilla stuff, those are, in my opinion, just like, that's bad. These, not so much. The biggest thing is, hey, dog, are we done? Is that enough? I mean, we talked about everybody. The minute I finish this video, I bet you there's another tape dropping.